Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wildcat Entrepreneurs Podcast. For today's episode, is going to be really fun and amazing because the speaker we have for today's episode is an experienced person in the online industry. All right, he is in this online industry for over a decade. All right, so that's really crazy. He got his first affiliate commission back in 2008, like for $25. So that's something amazing, right? Because he got lots of experience, but he will not talk about like affiliate marketing today because he will talk about how you can make money from YouTube. And also he helped his top 3 clients to get and reach 7 figure with their YouTube channel. And he sold over 10,000 online courses in the last 5 or 6 years. That's really crazy, right? He and his team like manages 20 plus YouTube channels right now, and that's really amazing for him and his team. And also, he is a 2 Comma Club Award winner as well. So let me introduce our next Wildcat entrepreneur, Drew, and he will be talking and sharing 5 steps with you about how you can start making money from YouTube after the intro. Entrepreneurship is a wild journey with lots of ups and downs. After 2 years of my own entrepreneurial journey and doing so many things for my business and business growth, none of them brought me the result I was hoping. So I decided to stop everything what I was doing and started building everything from scratch for a solid foundation. And started learning how the experts have done it themselves. Follow me on this wild journey with other wildcat entrepreneurs as I learn from the experts and I'm gonna build my first $1 million business. I'm your host Tanvir Rahman and you are watching season 1 of Wildcat Entrepreneurs Podcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wildcat Entrepreneurs Podcast. As you can see, Drew is with me, and he will be sharing lots of value and education about YouTube and how you can grow your business on YouTube, gets lots of free leads from YouTube, and also get some money from YouTube as well. Right? So, hey, Drew, how are you? How's your day?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing really amazing. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I was introducing you to the audience, and almost everyone we love YouTube, all right, because we love to watch YouTube. Like kids, they do love YouTube, but how do you see the business and the YouTube, how they do come hand in hand? Like, how did you figure
Yeah.
it out?
I think I'm late to the game, to be honest with you, which is not great news for you if you're not yet doing YouTube.
Yeah.
I know everyone always loves to say, oh, there's still time, and there is time, but
Yes.
YouTube's been around for over a decade.
Mhm.
And it was just about a year ago when I really discovered
Wow.
what YouTube is versus what I mistakenly thought it was for the decade. Like I
Mhm.
used to think YouTube is just some place to upload my videos.
Mhm.
And I'd upload videos there, like sales videos. I'd upload
All right.
videos for courses and things if I didn't want to pay for like a video hosting platform. And,
Mhm.
and I would always hear anyone that knows YouTube or has heard YouTube, you've always kind of heard this story like, oh, it's dumb cat videos.
All right.
Like people upload these videos of these cute animals
Mhm.
and it was always a joke, at least in my
Mhm.
mind and
Yeah.
everyone I knew. But now that I know what I know, as I realize those people were laughing all the way to the bank. They were making a ridiculous amount of money
Yeah, they do.
based on you and I watching videos.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
right. And so when that clicked in my head about a year ago, I was like, what am I doing with all this other stuff? Like, why am I doing all this other stuff? Because none
Mhm.
of it compares to YouTube. With
All right.
YouTube, it can be passive. Like I
Mhm.
can outsource everything, which means
Mhm.
I don't have to have any skill. I don't have to have any experience. I don't have to be the smartest guy in the room. I don't have to do any work.
Mhm.
And they have 5 to 8 ways to make money on each and every channel.
Oh, wow. That's
And
crazy.
so, yeah, so for me, it's like, hey, nothing else gives me this type of scalability.
Mhm.
And so I went all in on YouTube at that point. And I know we'll get into this, but I will tell you what I mistakenly thought YouTube was just hosting.
Mhm.
What it really is, and this is what I urge people to really get and understand what I'm telling you here is YouTube is a platform that allows you to create your own ad network,
Wow. Yep.
you know, and I will say that like don't gloss over that. Like really think about it because how does Instagram make money? Ads. How does
Yep.
TikTok make money? Ads. How does YouTube make money? Ads. How does Google make money? Ads. How does Facebook make money? Ads. Now you have the ability to make money from ads
Mm-hmm.
Whereas most all of the gurus out there, right, they tell you to spend money on ads,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Which is fine. It has a place, but
Yes.
make money from ads. That's the
Mm-hmm.
better way to do it. So that's a long-winded answer about kind of
Yeah.
how I got into it and why I think you and everyone watching this or listening to it needs to be into YouTube, and you need to go all in on it, because if you have a course, it can drive
Mm-hmm.
traffic to your course. If you
No.
have a coaching program, it can drive traffic to it. If you're a consultant, it can drive traffic. If you're a freelancer, it can drive traffic to it. If you're a business owner or an investor, it can drive traffic to it. And that's just the surface, right? Beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
you get AdSense revenue, you get affiliate marketing revenue, you get brand deals and sponsorship revenue, you get print on demand apparel
Mm-hmm.
revenue, and the list could go on and on and on.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But how did you get into this like, YouTube all and nothing else?
You know,
What was you doing like for like
yeah,
maybe like two
well,
or 3 years ago?
it's a funny story actually. So I have a longtime business partner.
All
We've
right.
been business partners for 20 years.
Wow, that's
And
really long.
And about a year or so ago, he called me, and he's in California. I'm in Florida now. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
3 hour difference. And
Wow.
he called me, but it was like already afternoon. I was already having happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I happened to be on the couch watching YouTube,
No.
and I was enjoying a cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
And after I hung up with him, my wife was looking at me funny. So I said, "Why are you looking at me crazy?" She goes, "What Joe want?" Joe's my business partner. She goes,
Mm-hmm.
"What Joe want?" And I go, I have no idea. He was on some rant about faceless YouTube channels, and he
No.
just bought some channel and he wants me to help him make money. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. And my wife looked at me and she goes, "That's all you ever watch, your faceless YouTube channel." She goes, "You're watching one right now."
Yeah.
And it clicked of like, oh my God. Like I hadn't even associated when he was saying, I bought this channel. It's a faceless channel. It's in the soccer niche. It's got 170,000 subs. I just zoned out because I was like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so when my wife pointed out that I was watching that very type of channel,
Yeah.
I went through my YouTube history and I was like, oh my God, faceless channel, faceless channel, faceless channel, faceless channel. So I called Joe back. I said, hey, send me the URL and add me as a manager. Let me figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so what he tasked me with was figure out how to make money with this channel.
Wow.
And so when I got into that, I looked at it, and the channel had about 170,000 subs.
Mm-hmm.
It was in soccer, which I know nothing about. I've never even kicked a soccer ball. Uh,
That's great.
and I noticed it didn't have any affiliate links.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed it didn't have any sponsorships, which I'd
Oh.
seen other people doing on channels. I know it had no links in the description. And so I said, hey, look, here's what we can do. So we put a plan in place, and now the channel's got almost 230,000 subs.
Mm-hmm.
So we've
That's.
grown it from 170 to about 230.
Mm-hmm.
It's generating profit every single month. And it looks like, with brand deals and affiliate links, it's potentially a $30,000 to $50,000 a month asset.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got started. Someone introduced me, a business partner introduced me to the concept. I admittedly had no idea. And through that journey is when I realized that, like, man, creating courses is good, but it takes a lot of time. It
Yeah.
takes a lot of effort, and you got to have traffic. And affiliate marketing is great, but you got to have traffic, and you got to have bridge funnels, all this stuff you have to have. Where this
Mm-hmm.
YouTube was the only thing. And I made my first dollar online in 2008. So I'm showing all the white hairs in my beard here. Uh,
Yeah.
I've been at this a while, and
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing that you can get into as quickly and easily as there is YouTube. And none of them can generate the traffic that YouTube can. And none of them have as many revenue streams as YouTube can. And you get into, like I said, quick, easy, and best of all, my favorite, you can outsource all of it.
Yeah.
So
That.
that's how I got into it.
That's really important. But before you had that YouTube channel with 170,000 subs, you tried like creating any like YouTube channel by yourself or
Just personality channels. So, and that's what I said earlier, is I mistakenly thought YouTube was just a platform for me to record a video like we're
Mhm.
doing here and then upload it to my channel. But the problem is I never got views. I never got subs. I have about a dozen of those channels I've started
Mhm.
over the years. And So when people talk to me about YouTube, I would just zone out. I was like, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to
Mm,
get views. I don't know how to get subs. It costs money to buy cameras and lighting
yeah,
and,
exactly.
like, and so I was just like, I didn't think about it. And then this faceless concept got introduced to me, and I was like, oh, like, I don't have to have equipment. I don't have to show my face. I don't have to edit videos. I don't have to buy any software. I don't have to pay for Clickfunnels. Like, it was just amazing at how everything I'd been conditioned to believe I need,
Hmm.
I don't need it.
Yeah, that's really
You
something. But how do you like suggest that your clients or someone who is starting and then they wanna uh grow a personal brand YouTube channel? So how do you suggest them to, all right, you guys follow these rules and something like that? What
Well,
is the number
I'll
one
give
thing
you
that you give them?
yeah, I'll give you a 5-step blueprint, but
Mhm, all right.
I want to be specific for people. So there's two types of channels.
Mm-hmm.
There's a personality channel, which is, hey, look at me, my
Mm-hmm.
pretty face is on camera, I'm talking,
Yeah.
personality channel. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's faceless channels or
All right.
cash cow channels or
Mm-hmm.
cash flow channels that people call them. The difference is there's nobody on camera,
Yeah.
right? That's the biggest difference. So I want to be really clear at my messaging to people. I don't think 999 out of 100,000 people should not create a personality channel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think most people who are watching this or listening should not create a personality channel. Here's
All
why.
right.
Statistically speaking, most of you, myself included,
Mm-hmm.
most of you aren't going to show up consistently enough over the long term to create enough content to generate an ROI.
All right.
You're just not. Like, you're going to get sick, you're going to go on vacation, you're going to get bored, you're going to chase a shiny object, your camera's going to break, whatever it is, you're just not going to do it.
Mhm, yeah.
And I know people don't want to hear that, but we're being
That's
honest
how
here.
it is. Yes.
That's how it is. And if you don't believe me, there's 51 million YouTube channels,
Wow.
probably more now. The majority of them are not making any money.
Yeah, exactly. Like including me.
I mean, including most people.
Yep.
So here's the thing: the faceless channels, there's zero reason why you can't do it.
Mhm.
Meaning, instead of 999 out of 1,000 can't do a personality channel, I would say 1,000 people out of 1,000 people could do a faceless channel successfully.
Mhm.
The reason being is they can outsource everything to freelancers who are good at what they do. And there's a 5-step process,
Mhm.
and you can get started. Today's Monday. You could get started with this by the end of the day. You could have a channel making money within 45 days from today.
Crazy. That's crazy.
And here's the 5 steps. You have to choose a niche.
Mhm.
Everyone gets stuck here, but let me simplify it for you. We use 3 criteria. The
Mhm.
first criteria we do is we go to YouTube
All right.
and we start in the search bar and we type in, right? Like, whatever it is, soccer,
Mhm.
football, underwater basket weaving, dogs, whatever. And we look for the drop down menu in YouTube. When you're searching, they show you the search bar. So number one,
Mhm.
we look there and we look at what YouTube shows people are searching,
Mhm.
and
All
we
right.
copy and paste those into an Excel spreadsheet.
Mhm.
Be a notepad, a Google Doc, whatever. We use an Excel spreadsheet. So we copy those down. Then we go through YouTube and we search for each of those topics
Mhm.
that we just came up with.
All right.
And we're looking for the first criteria we're looking for is, are there existing channels that have views and subscribers?
Mhm.
Then we take those channel usernames and we stick them into a website called socialblade.com.
Yeah. I know that.
And Social Blade will show you an estimate of how much those channels are likely making.
Yeah. They do. Yeah.
So we're looking for, are there existing channels?
Mhm.
Do they have views and subs, and are they making any money? That's criteria number one.
Mhm.
And we call this criteria one, the revenue potential.
All right.
So, right, we have a niche idea. We go to YouTube, we type in, we get ideas, we find out, is
Mhm.
there any channels making money? We look to see what Social Blade says the revenue is. Now, this next piece is key because we want to know the revenue potential. And AdSense is
Yep.
only one way.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we type in that niche, and we go to Google now, and we type in that niche plus affiliate program.
Mhm.
So dogs affiliate program, pets affiliate program, underwater
Mhm.
basket weave affiliate program, etc. And we look for, are there affiliate offers out there?
All right.
and what are the commissions they pay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go back to those YouTube channels we found and we look to see what products they're linking to, what products they're advertising, who's YouTube advertising on those
Mm-hmm.
videos. And we build a list. We do it on the same Google Sheet. So we have one tab that's all the channels,
All
one
right.
tab that's all the affiliate offers, and then another tab that's what's all the brand and sponsorship potential.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go and we look for what type of courses are out there. So we go to sites like Udemy, Masterclass. We go to Facebook and we look for where are all the coaches and consultants who are selling their $500,000, $10,000 offers.
Mm.
And then we message them. Do you have affiliate programs? So we look at the revenue potential.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next thing we do is we go back to YouTube and we to see how saturated is the market. Is there one channel or is there 1,000 channels?
Mm-hmm.
And then we use that to determine how likely do we believe that we can be profitable with this channel and how much time. So do we think we can be profitable in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months?
All right.
And then this being, I think, the biggest key for someone who might be watching or listening is you go through those 3 criteria and you have your short list of channels or niches.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make sure that your goals and your ambitions and your expectations are aligned with your resources. And the best way I can tell you this is not too long ago, we brought on a new client and we were onboarding her. And we were going through this exercise and we had a short list of channels. One of them we determined had a revenue potential of doing about $80,000 a month.
Wow, that's crazy.
And another one had the revenue potential of doing about 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, well, that's a no-brainer. I want to do the $80,000 a month. Why would I do the 15,000?
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
But then we looked at the saturation and we realized it was probably going to take us every bit of 12 months to get that channel to a point by which time it would be profitable.
Mm-hmm.
The $15,000 a month had way less competition, way less saturation, and we felt like we could get it profitable in 4 to 6 months.
All right.
She had enough budget or financial
Mm-hmm.
resources to carry the channel for 6 months.
All right.
So now the no-brainer was, well, we have to do the $15,000 a month because the 80,000 is great, but if you're going to run out of money in 6 months,
Yeah,
it
then
doesn't matter.
it
So
doesn't make sense.
that's the key is you have to make sure that your resources,
Mm-hmm.
which are time, effort, energy, money, are aligned with your goal. And
Yeah.
I used to see this when I would help people build webinars, and we sold over 10,000 courses online through webinars.
Mm-hmm.
I would always get people say, hey, Drew, build me $1 million webinar. And they'd say they have a $1,000 offer, and I said, that's great. But then they'd have, $100 for ads.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
their
never gonna happen.
resources weren't aligned. So that's step one is you got to pick your niche.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you got to use these 3 criteria. Once you pick your niche,
Mm-hmm.
step 2 is to build a team.
All right.
You can try to do it yourself, but just like you're not going to succeed with the personality channel,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably not going to succeed doing this on your own. And
All
I
right.
know because listen, the natural progression for most of us is
Mm-hmm.
to discover an opportunity, to kind of accept the belief that we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start this DIY, do it ourselves, right? Because we
Yeah.
believe, oh, it's going to be cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to know, I want to know how to do it. I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to help people do it. But here's what you don't realize is if you're not a video editor,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to become one anytime soon,
Yeah, exactly.
right? If you're not an SEO person, you're not going to become one very soon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a script writer or a voice talent, it's not that you can't be, but it's not going to happen soon.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also don't think that it's fair to, almost just diminishes or discredits the people who are good at those skill sets, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
like to pretend that I could suddenly be a great podcast interviewer like you,
Mm-hmm.
right? It just doesn't work that way. And I think the
Mm-hmm.
quicker people understand that, the quicker they can make progress in life.
Yeah,
And so
that's understandable.
step 2, hire a team.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the team you have to hire.
Yeah, I
You
was able
need
to ask the question, like how many
you
people
need
that we
someone
want.
you need someone to research video topics,
Mm-hmm.
and niche topics.
All right.
Now, this is something that you potentially could do on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You need a script writer.
Yep.
We like to do videos anywhere from like 4 to 5 minutes on the very, very short end to, 10, 12, 15 minutes. The longer the video, the more ads. The more ads, the more revenue. So the goal
Yeah.
is longer videos.
Mm-hmm.
But to give you an average, like a script writer is going to need to write probably, 1,400 to 1,800 words
Mm-hmm.
for that 10 to 12 minute video.
All right.
So you need the research, you need the script writer, then you need a voice talent.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who has a voice for radio, right? Someone
All
who
right.
you're going to enjoy listening to that voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need an editor, video editor to put it all together. Then you need the SEO person to help you with the title and tags and descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
You need the thumbnail designer.
All right.
And then you need like a channel manager / quality assurance person to make sure that everything's getting done.
Mm-hmm.
So for every channel, we build teams of anywhere from 5 to 7 people.
All right.
And the reason sometimes it's more or less is sometimes we might be able to use one person on 2 channels.
Mm-hmm.
So that, the 5-step blueprint, right? If you want to start right now, you got to pick your niche, hire a team. And the next question is, well, where do I hire them? And it's never been easier to hire good talent. There's
Yeah, like
freelancer.com,
absolutely.
upwork.com, onlinejobs.ph, Facebook. I mean, there's no shortage of where to go find good
Yeah, like
talent.
there are so many platforms out there.
Right. And people want to work. I mean, it's, like I'll get some hate for this, but in our country, a lot of people don't want to work right now. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
worldwide, there's a lot of people that want to work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So, right, you pick your niche,
Mm-hmm.
you build your team, and now you launch your channel. And by launch, I mean you're publishing videos every day. We have tested this through and through, and there's different types of faceless channels and different niches. So this is not a black and white definitive, but it's a good average. We produce 20 videos a month per channel. So Monday through Friday, essentially. On average, these videos cost us anywhere from, $55 to $200 a video. So I always tell people a good average to budget is, $75 to $85 a video. And this varies on the length of the video. This varies on, the team members you've hired and what the rates are. But that's a good ballpark average for people to take away. So we like to launch videos in every day for 90 days.
Wow, like that's really amazing.
Because during those 90 days, what's happening is YouTube is learning about your channel. YouTube's learning about what type of content you're going to create. It takes some time to figure out, right, how to format your videos and what type of hook's going to work and what type of intro outro is going to work. And and this is just like hiring employees for any job, is you have to train them, right? So people think sometimes, oh, I hire freelancers, I don't have to train them, but that's not so, because we all have our own, like, the way we like things.
Yeah,
so we
like
need to train people.
our own taste, so that they understand what we are looking for.
Right. So we extend that out for 90 days. Now, sometimes it happens in 30 days and we just get into the algorithm and everything's great. But 30, 60, 90 days for the launch. And then we go into my favorite phase, which is accelerate the revenue acceleration. And this is where we add the ABCDs of YouTube money, affiliate marketing, or AdSense, affiliate marketing, brand deals, online courses, coaching, consultant, digital products, print on demand, apparel, membership. And those are all the additional ways we start adding to the revenue. One other thing that we're just now launching, because we're just now at this revenue acceleration on about a dozen channels, is we're adding SEO content sites, Instagram accounts, TikTok, and then a second YouTube Shorts channel for each of our long form channels. And we're doing all that just to drive additional traffic to the offers. So, and then the final step is exit selling. So what we're working on internally is building a portfolio of 50 to 100 YouTube channels that we control.
Wow.
Getting each of those channels to $100,000 or more per year. And then we will do an exit on that portfolio of the sites, the YouTube channels, SEO sites, and then Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts channels. And we'll wrap all that up, or do what's called a roll up, and then exit that for a multiple of, hopefully somewhere between 5 and 10x.
Wow, that's really crazy. But I just want to ask you one question. Like, how
Yeah.
do you think that if people should have like separate channel for shorts, or like they can upload shorts on the regular channel?
We're doing secondary channels. What we found in our, maybe 8 months ago, we started adding shorts and it killed one of our long form channels. And
Wow.
after that, a month or two after that, we did see some videos from YouTube talking about, hey, we don't think creators, which is what you are considered when you're creating, long form video, we
Mm-hmm.
don't think creators should be putting shorts on the channel because they're two different audiences. One audience has an attention span of 10 seconds. And so then to get them to watch a 10 or 20-minute video, it's a different person. So after a couple months of testing that and seeing our revenue drop, like plummet, we took all the shorts off and the revenue started coming back. So now the way we do it is we have a YouTube channel with long form
Mm-hmm.
and then a YouTube shorts channel for the
All
same
right.
channel. And on the shorts, we say, hey, if you like these shorts and you want to see longer form content,
Mm-hmm.
go here. And then we drive them back to the long form.
All right. Yeah. So you can have like different source for the traffic, and then you can drive them from that.
Right.
That's really amazing, because I remember like because like I had another channel and I was uploading videos. It was like 5 to 10 minute long videos, and then YouTube short was new, so I just uploaded one short, and that short gave me around like 500 views. And my regular YouTube videos that used to get like 50 to 100 views, I said like, why that's really really crazy, and then like it never worked. So yeah, like I guess that's something that I needed to
Yeah, well,
keep keep in
YouTube
mind.
is, and YouTube is, they've announced they're going to monetize shorts in January or February of this new year,
Mhm,
which
mhm.
is exciting. That's part of why we're adding shorts channels. Although I will be honest, I don't know how they're going to monetize it because no one wants to watch a 10-second video with an
Yeah,
ad.
yeah, like, I
So I
don't know,
don't know
like,
how they're going to do it,
yeah.
but they say they are going to do it. And so we believe them. And so we're adding those channels.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is, right, we'll create the long form video first
Hmm.
and then take snippets for the shorts.
All right.
So we're
Mm.
not, it doesn't really create a bunch of extra work.
Yeah, like that. That's absolutely right. But I just want to ask you this question, because Facebook or YouTube or Google, like they change their algorithm like every single day. I don't know how often they do. So
Yeah.
how do you keep up with the algorithm changes and everything?
It's a great question. And the honest answer is there's no, we don't have any way.
All
So if
right.
someone has it, hopefully they'll share it with us. There's no, we don't have a magic answer for that.
Hmm.
It's more of every day, like what we just added to all of our channels, and our clients haven't even seen this yet,
Hmm.
is we've went through every single channel we've ever produced, which is currently, you know, 300-400 videos a month probably right now.
Wow.
Just a few weeks ago, it was like 240.
Hmm.
But we will be doing 1,200 to 1,500 videos a month in January, February.
Hmm.
And we have put a team in place. They track the data on every single video into a spreadsheet
Hmm.
so that we can chart and graph that. And so, it's for us, it's really going to be such real time monitoring about what YouTube's liking or not liking that we're able to, because we track the data so closely,
Hmm.
we're not too concerned about it. We'll see if things are dropping down. And then I think the same with sales funnels and
Hmm.
headlines and emails. It's always about testing and keeping up with what the platforms want. Now,
Yeah. Hmm.
that said, I will say I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to really understand these algorithms, right? They
Hmm.
they want you and I on the platform.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do you do that? Well, you create content that's engaging, that's entertaining. And YouTube's about entertainment and education,
Hmm.
right? So, without getting too deep into the algorithm, it's more about, are you creating something that's engaging, is it entertaining, is it educating, is it providing some value? And I think if you're doing that, you're going to be okay. I think if you're doing, funny business and
Hmm.
you're clickbaiting people and you're linking to sites that shouldn't be linked to and you're
Hmm.
cheating people, then, I think assuming you're not doing that, you're going to be okay.
All right. So I do have two more questions for you.
Sure.
So what do you think about the gaming industry? Because I see lots of
The
people
gaming.
that they do live stream on Facebook, they do live stream on YouTube. So what do you think? And sometimes like I see that they get like crazy views. Like there's some
Yeah.
YouTubers that. So what do you think about the live stream and the doing the gaming or whatever you do like?
I think the gaming's huge,
Yeah.
right? So I glossed over this earlier, but the 5 steps, right? That niche selection, and then the next was, remember it. And so in the niche selection, the first thing was revenue potential.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I think is, so if you ask me about gaming potential, I think you have to understand, the suns are coming in there. You have to understand, like, what's your revenue potential? I mean, your revenue strategy,
Mm-hmm.
meaning, are you only interested in AdSense and you don't want anything else? Or are you after a brand deal or sponsorship within the gaming industry?
All
So
right.
there's no, and so like, if we break that down, you go, well, there's huge money in gaming. Like, I
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
unbelievable money.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have to look at, how are you going to make money? Are you going to play videos 12 hours a day and stream those videos? And if so, you're going to get views. I
Mm-hmm.
have a 13-year-old son and an 8-year-old son, and they play games and they stream it and they clip it and they put it on. They do it all from their phone, which is amazing to
Mm-hmm.
someone my
Yeah.
age. And they get tens of thousands of views.
Yeah, like that's
Now,
crazy.
but they're not monetizing, right? They
Mm-hmm.
have no revenue strategy. So I say to them, like, hey, add some affiliate links. So, like, I go back to you, is if you say you're going to do a gaming industry, you go, well,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to make money? Are you going to just stream it and get views and collect your AdSense? Are
Mm-hmm.
you looking for brand deals or sponsorships from game controllers and game consoles and gaming companies?
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking to just drive traffic as an affiliate? Do you have a course that teaches people how to play XYZ game?
Mm-hmm.
That's, to me, the thing that most people gloss over, right? Is they start a
Mm-hmm.
channel or a blog or a Facebook page, or they build a funnel, or they do a webinar, and they don't have a revenue strategy.
Yeah, like that's.
So that would be my thing at first, is like, start there, because there's clearly traffic, there's
Mm-hmm.
clearly money. It's just,
Yep.
where are you going to fit into that piece?
Yeah, like that.
And
That's.
I would start there, and then that'll guide you, right,
Mm-hmm.
as you continue to go.
No, right. Yeah, like that's really because I see like sometimes or like regular people with the brand channel, they do live stream on YouTube or Facebook, like they link every platform, like they do it on like Facebook, they do it
Right.
on Instagram, like they do it on YouTube. So like I
Because
feel
that's
like
all the traffic to it.
yes.
But on there, like, I would say, like, hey, today this video is sponsored by XYZ controller, or
Mm-hmm.
a friend of mine has like a $20,000 gaming chair.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. Like, rotates back and forth. They got all these screens.
Yeah,
Like,
like that's
I
crazy.
would be selling that chair, right? Because even a 10% commission on that's $2,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like absolutely. That's
So,
like.
so that's how I would be going about it in the gaming industry.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to ask you like one last question, right? So what do you think is the most important part while creating a video? There's gonna be the title, the how do you put together the video? So what do you think that keeps the audience engaged on the video?
Right. Well, so if we break that down, so there's 2 parts of that, and you
Mm-hmm.
kind of asked 2 questions there. Like, one is like, what's the most important thing to get the video watched?
Mm-hmm.
That has to be the thumbnail and the title,
All right.
because if those aren't good, no one's going to click it. And if no one clicks it, they can't watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
The next piece of that is, how do you keep people engaged and watch the video? So if it's a 4-minute video, how do you get them to watch 4 minutes? If it's 8 minutes, how do you get them to
Mm-hmm.
watch 8 minutes, etc.? And that's called the average view duration, or
Mm-hmm.
AVD.
Yep.
That's important because you need them to watch a video so that YouTube can show ads.
Yeah,
And so at
absolutely.
that point, it's similar to like the webinar strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's doing the video. So we're talking about faceless channels. So the voice has to be good. The voice can't be like nails on a chalkboard. You have to want to listen to the voice. The
Yeah, yeah.
scripting's got to be good enough to keep people engaged. The editing has to be good enough to keep people engaged. So there's no one answer. It's a combination of all those. And
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that after we put all the spreadsheets together I mentioned earlier with all the
Mm-hmm.
video
Yeah.
data, it occurred to me that, hey, our team, our thumbnail designers, our SEO people, they're all operating blind, right? Meaning this, and this is a gold nugget for people if you're going to hire a team. We hired teams,
Mm-hmm.
we trained them, and they did their work.
All right.
But they were driving blind. They didn't see the data. So we gave the data back to them now. We have a process now where we collect the data, we
All right.
share the data, and we've incentivized them. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, if your click-through rate is above X% as an average, you're going to get a bonus.
Wow.
If the AVD increases, meaning people watch more of the video, we're going to give you a bonus. So it's almost like, you know, a profit share program where we're making sure that the team is not just in it for doing 20 thumbnails and getting a quick $100.
Yeah. So
Right?
you're just like encouraging them to get more money in the long run. That's
More money. We're saying, look, these channels can make a ton of money, and we want you to get your piece of it. So don't just create 20 thumbnails and be done. Like, don't just create 20 titles. Like, we want you to be looking at these channels as much as we look at them to go, I think I could do better. Here's a new thumbnail. Here's a new title. We want the editors to edit, right? So they don't give us back. Like, I'll give you an example. So we just had a sample video come back from our team. So when we build a team, we make them give us a sample video.
all right.
Because we want to watch it. We want to hear the voice. We want to see the editing. And so we said, hey, it was pretty good, but we need you to make these changes. And one of the changes was,
all right.
instead of saying welcome to the channel, we wanted to say welcome to the name of the channel. And that was just one example. They gave us back the revisions, and they didn't make that change. And there's nothing more frustrating than to say, please make this change and this change and this change, and then you make me wait 3 days to get a revision, and you didn't make those changes.
Yeah, that's really like disappointing.
And so incentivizing people, we believe, is going to minimize that, because on the flip side of the incentives, we also have implemented a new 3 strike and you're out. So everyone is like this team, because it's not hard to find people. It's hard to find good people.
Yeah.
And it's even harder to keep good people. And so we want to make sure that people know that, hey, they want to be here and they don't want to get kicked off the team. So,
yep, that's like real, like we just have to wrap things up. But how like people can find you? Like, do you have any like freebie that you can give away or something? Like they can find you on Instagram or Facebook. So what is that? Something that people can reach out to you?
I'll share the link with you afterwards. So hopefully you can just paste the link below and then click on it.
So
But
I'm gonna link everything on the description.
Yeah. But I will give you a link, and I'll give it to you now, but you can also put it below. But it's called ytmoneymedia.com/YT-profits.
All right.
And what that'll do is that'll take people to a really great training that goes over all the most commonly asked questions and answers to those questions, and then gives them a, kind of repeats this 5-step process, as well as it's going to give them a link to a Facebook group that they can join that's private.
Awesome.
But they can join in there and ask all the questions they want. And then we have a series of trainings in there that go through in depth each of those 5 steps. So,
all right. That's it, guys. So I'm gonna link everything down below, the like button in the description. You can go check it out, and hopefully we had an amazing time, and so did I. Like, I have learned so many things, so I'm gonna apply things for my channel. Hopefully my channel will grow a lot. All right, guys. That's it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining, and I appreciate it for your time.
All right, talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.